live.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
All right, so we are doing the abandoned ship activity meeting. All right, just pull this up. Okay. Um, Directions are okay. So the ocean liner that you have been on has been stuck on a derelict mine. I'm so sorry. Derelict?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, okay. Mine from World War II. Because of the unexpected explosion and the quick sinking of the ship, the radio man was not sure any other ship had heard your SOS. When the incident occurred, you were in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with a bad storm approaching. The lifeboat you are on is overcrowded past the danger mark. Unless you lighten the load, which means that some of you will have to go overboard, the lifeboat will abort. The lifeboat and all aboard will perish. The lifeboat was designed to hold 9, but there are 16 people aboard yours. Your job is to decide who will go over the side. The following people are on the lifeboat. You must send 7 over to the side of the boat into the water. Decide which 7 will get sent overboard and provide a rationale for why. All right, so we have an able-bodied sailor, a ship's officer, a quartermaster, a self-made millionaire, a college student, a Nobel Prize winner in literature, a Nobel Prize winner in physics, a football player, the football player's wife, an army captain, a draft evader, Peace Corps volunteer, a medical student, an elderly couple, so both the husband and the wife, and then a traveling poet.
So for this
Okay.
section, it's going to be really hard for me to get everybody's responses. So if we could just all answer all 7 at once for each person, it'd make it way easier for me to take notes of it so we're not jumping around.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
So how would you like to do this?
I'm sorry? You broke up.
Who's going to go first? You give all 7 of the people you want to get rid of.
Okay.
So.
All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. I say the college student, the Nobel Prize winner in literature, the army captain, the draft evader, the elderly couple, the husband and the wife, and then the traveling poet. That's 1, 2,
College student,
6, 7.
elderly couple.
So she got rid of 5, 6, 10, 11, 14, 15, and 16.
So college student, elderly couple, husband and wife, traveling poet, and then what was the last one more time?
Nobel Prize winner.
Nobel Prize winner.
In literature.
Literature. And did you get her army captain and her draft evader?
And then draft. All right. So, explanation behind why you would kill these people.
Well,
I didn't say anything about killing them.
Oh. Thank you. Okay. So I said the college student. Well, basically, I looked at the list as who had the best qualities for the survival of everyone on the lifeboat. So I said the college student because compared to the others, I don't think they have as much skill, and we don't know what kind of condition their body is in, I guess. So like an able-bodied sailor would be able to do more. And the ship's officer knows the seas, so he'd probably be able to tell us where we are, and he's a natural leader. The quartermaster would know how to ration off supplies and split them up between everyone. And the self-made millionaire, I thought he might have some good insight because he's a millionaire and he's obviously been through a lot to get where he is. So I think he'd have a lot of good communication skills. And then with the college student, again, I don't think they have many skills that we need. And then same with the Nobel Prize winner in literature, but the winner in physics, I think that could be potentially really helpful.
Yeah.
And the football player is very strong, and he could, I don't know, do manual labor.
Strong stuff.
And and if we got stuck on an island, he and his wife could help repopulate. So I said the wife should stay.
That's not a bad thought. Like that's
right.
Repopulate.
And I feel like that would be terrible to have to split up the couple.
But the old couple can die. That's okay.
Well, but
already
they're
lived
together.
their lives.
They're together, and they've lived a long life.
True.
So, beyond
You want to
that,
get rid of the army captain? Why?
because I think the ship's officer, I was kind of stuck between the two. I felt like I had to choose one of them because I think they're both natural leaders, and that could lead to conflict if they both tried to lead. And since the ship's officer knows the seas better, I chose him. And then the
Your
draft.
picture was William Mackenzie. There you are.
Oh, hi. So did you hear that last part?
Yep.
Okay. And then the draft evader, I don't think, again, like the college student, I don't think they'd have many qualities they could offer compared to the others. And then the Peace Corps volunteer would know how to give medical attention and provide a new habitat, that sort of thing, if we were to get stuck on an island. And then the medical student, I think that's fairly obvious, medical attention if we needed it. The elderly couple, because they wouldn't be able to
Repopulate.
That too.
I mean, based off your response, they're pretty much dead already.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like
Yeah, just chuck them,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I feel really
terrible.
bad, but yeah. And then also the traveling poet, because he wouldn't have a lot to offer either. It's kind of like the Nobel Prize winner in literature. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thinking.
Can I go next?
Yep.
Sure.
Give me 1 second.
Sorry.
Ooh,
There you go. Sorry.
that's okay.
So what was your response for the draft evader? Why he should be killed?
Because he's useless.
Yeah, we couldn't. No. Yeah. And compared to like the able-bodied sailor and stuff, they are constantly moving around and getting muscle and stuff. While a draft evader probably wouldn't. So.
Not a useful human being. I'll put that down.
A human being compared to others. I don't know. There's no good way to
I agree.
All right. Sweet. I am ready for Miss Melissa Walker's response.
Okay, so I'd get rid of the Nobel Prize winner in literature and physics. Literature because that's just useless in a survival situation. Physics because I'm pretty sure most Nobel Prize winners don't have a lot of real-world experience. They tend to be kind of college professors or people who are kind of insulated from the rest of the world because they have such big brains. They don't actually deal well with the rest of the world. It's just my thought process. The draft evader because he was useless in trying to go to war, so is he going to, be useless when we need help again? Peace Corps volunteer, I would get rid of them because I think sometimes they're kind of useless as well. They like to skip out on real world and they're kind of like your college student. They are a college student for the most part, Peace Corps volunteers. And they tend to be more, I'm not sure what the word is, like,
Lazy.
no, they're more optimistic that they can change the world when sometimes I need
Like
you to deal in naive. I need you to deal in hard facts. We might all die. I don't need you to be all sunshine and roses.
Well, I feel
No one
like
likes that.
Oh my gosh.
We're all
feel
dying.
I just,
Old people are
because
dying.
they go to other third world countries trying to save the planet, but most of the time it doesn't work out well.
Yeah.
They've
Selfies.
been there for 50 years now and nothing's changed. So obviously it's not necessarily the best working program on the planet. I agree. I'd get rid of both the elderly couple, the husband and the wife. One, because I don't think the wife, I look back at the movie Titanic where the wife chose to go with the husband into the water. I kind of feel that they belong together. And
I thought of that too.
I just
funny.
I just think that they'd be happier together, and I think that at the end of their lives, like I look at my grandfather who's 96, he would give up a spot in the lifeboat for someone who was younger. And I think that the elderly couple would too. And then I'd get rid of the traveling poet because, again, I don't need sunshine and roses in a life and death situation. I want to be useful. So that's why I would get rid of all those people.
All right.
So old person, get rid of old people.
Yep.
Oh, and then what was I had to charge my phone. It was about to die.
Traveling poet. So I got rid of 6, 7, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I can.
All right.
Okay, so just tell me when you're ready, Joseph.
All right. I will. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Joseph, clean your walls, man.
No, those are constellations.
Oh.
Those are glow in the dark stars.
The glow in the dark stuff. So you can look at the stars.
I'm proud. I'm proud. Okay. I haven't taken them off since I was 4 years old. Yeah. It kind of looks like I was kind of flinging boogers on the ceiling, but it's not. I promise. It's just just really cool. I'm just really, really cool. I promise. Okay. Wait, the teacher's gonna see this. No, we can't be doing that. All right. So, I am ready for your response.
Okay. So
Who are we gonna kill?
I would not kill. I would send overboard.
Kill.
I chose
They
these people.
can cling on to the side.
Yeah, I'll say I chose these
And then
people
drown.
because they have a better chance at recovery than some other people, and they have I guess, more chance of survival with the body mass probably and already pre-known skills. So I
Now you're
chose
discriminating.
able-bodied sailor. Yes, I am discriminative. Okay. The ship's officer, the quartermaster, the football player, the army captain.
Oh wait, can you go slow?
Number 1 was the able-bodied sailor.
Actually, I need both hands. Able-bodied sailor.
Ship's officer, which is number 2.
To kill, right?
To send overboard, yeah.
This is not The Walking Dead. Not just because we're getting rid of them doesn't mean they're automatically dead.
Number 3 was the quartermaster. And then number 8 is the football player.
Yep.
Number 10 is the army captain. Number 11 is the draft evader.
Cool.
And then number 12 is the Peace Corps person, volunteer.
Did you say Peace Corps?
Corp.
Oh,
Corporation. Peace Corporation. That's contradictory.
I think it's Peace Corps or Corps or something. But cool. So explanation behind having to do what you have to do to these people.
These people seem to have I guess, the better chance at recovery. Like the sailor, the officer, the master, the football player, the captain, all probably have experience or minus the football player to some extent about survival skills. And then the football player has more body mass, so I'm assuming that he would be able to hold himself up in the water.
Oh.
And then the Peace Corps and Draftivator, they just seemed a little bit more useless than everyone else in the word of smarts, so might as well. Last two.
All right.
Okay.
That's how I took the situation at first too.
I'll say that not as useful in the smarts.
All right. Philip, do you want to go?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna get rid of the traveling poet. Just because.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
we're traveling, but yeah, you're useless. Sorry. Peace Corps volunteers. Well, just being realistic. Peace Corps volunteer. We already have a medical student. You're gone. I hate to say this, but the elderly couple. Sorry.
Wait, what's the reason for Peace Corps again? Volunteer?
We already have a medical student. We don't need a Peace Corps person who wants to play doctor. We've got a actual medical student. So you
We
can
don't need
hang
a
out.
fake doctor.
Right.
Right.
And then old people are old.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to dump the college student.
Okay.
The draft innovator, you're going to go too. I would want to keep the Army captain, just if we got to land, we would have some sort of kind of leadership of not being at sea, but being on land.
Said Army captain, keep the Army captain.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need to kill one more.
One more.
You're very stuck on the killing people.
Yeah.
Very
So,
one-minded.
man,
Well, because we have to put a value on human life, which is.
Well, I mean, if you're going at your rate, you might as well just do the self-made millionaire. Because, I mean, yeah, he might have made something great, but
here's the
You
thing.
have to
As a
offer it.
millionaire, if he's there by himself, his family's going to spend his money looking for him. So I'm going to keep some.
Oh. Oh, that's a really good point.
I'm going to keep some, but I'm going
I
to
didn't think of that.
That's a
I'm
good
going to
point.
dump
I never even thought about that.
the Nobel Peace Prize literature. You're gone, dude. You can gone.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Oh, is that 7? Yep.
Did you get rid of the draftivator? No.
Yeah, Draftivator's gone.
And the Peace Corps and
Yep.
the elderly people.
Yep.
All
Wait.
right.
3, 6, 7. Okay. So now it's just you, Mr. Secretary.
This assignment grinds my gears. I don't like this. So,
Second, it's all about killing people.
I don't know. It's just the thought of having to put a value on human life. You know, like I don't know. Just makes me a little.
It's difficult.
Yeah, are you part of the Peace Corps?
Lack of smarts. That's what we're
If I had to.
Sorry, that's not nice of us.
Well, the
but-
first person I would definitely keep is a traveling poet because I'd want to be
Oh,
have some words of peace spoken. Let's see.
He'll recite you a nice haiku.
Okay. This is tough. Okay. I think I'll send over. I really liked Maddie's response on it about throwing people over that had a really good chance at survival because they could find a way to maybe grab onto a piece of like driftwood or something like that, you know, and stay alive. So I think I would throw over the football player, and yeah, so he'd be overboard. And then I would probably do the draftivator. Then I'll probably do Nobel winner in literature. Let's see.
So that's three.
That's 3. Yep, and then I'll probably do the Peace Corps volunteer. Oh, and then I'll throw over the able-bodied. That's.
Well, I mean, he's able-bodied, so.
Yeah, he's able-bodied. We don't know what he's got what he's working with. So.
So is he out?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's 5. You have 2 more to go.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna throw out the ship officer.
Okay. 1 more.
And then actually, I might throw out the football player wife too, because
Wow!
because I feel
She's
like
useless without her
No
husband.
compassion.
no, but yeah, there is compassion because I think the football player could like hold onto a piece of driftwood and then carry her on his back. Like,
Okay, so that's your 7. So
Okay.
the ones that got the most votes were the Nobel Prize winner. They got 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Draftivator got all 5, so he's definitely gone. So that's 2 people. The Peace Corps volunteer got 4 out of 5.
Elderly couple.
The elderly couple got 3. Each of them got 3 out of 5.
Actually, I think we should look at this as a whole. How do we want to split this group up? Do we want to throw people overboard who have the best chance of survival, or do we want to throw together a team in the boat that have the best chance of survival through
for like the next
ocean?
step.
Yes. Yeah, I think we need to pick which perspective we should look at it on.
Do
And
we-
then
do
that
we-
will
It's
help
just
us
so
narrow it
difficult.
down.
Because I think we can have different like ideas of why we do what we do, as long
Or
as I
maybe 2
explain.
separate groups. Like, we can have a what if this situation, and then I guess a what if another one.
I think honestly I can leave it how it is, and then I can just explain it.
Wait, okay. Decide.
I
Well,
think
no. As a group, the directions say that we need to decide which 7 to send overboard.
so. I think
as
we,
a group.
okay.
As
I
a
think
group.
Yes, as a group. So we have to come to a conclusion.
okay. I think we go
Sorry,
with the
didn't
5 that have the most votes.
So Draftivator. So it's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right. So I think we go with the 5 that have the most votes. You have the Nobel Prize winner in literature, the Draftivator, the Peace Corps volunteer, and the elderly couple. That's your first 5. Everything
Okay.
else is pretty even across the board
Okay. So.
with votes. So
I'm
then
sorry.
we need to decide
so
who the other 2 are.
Okay.
So who are the
So
other?
do you want to?
All of
Should
them.
everyone do a revote? Knowing everyone's
Well,
different?
Or we could just go down the line and take votes as we go.
Let's
So,
do
like,
that.
start with number 1.
So I've
who
got
votes?
Draftivator, Nobel Prize in literature, elder couple. That's all we have so far, right?
No, literature. Nobel Prize in literature are gone. The Draftivator's gone.
Yep.
The Peace Corps volunteer is gone. And the elderly husband and the wife are gone. That's 5. So we only need 2 more to get rid of. The traveling poet was the next one in the most votes. They got 3 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I want to keep that guy. That sounds like a cool guy.
Okay, I
That's
say
my
we. Okay.
What's your okay,
let's
Joseph? What's your rationale for keeping him?
Okay,
He's a
when
cool
you're in a
guy.
stressful situation, you need a man with some wisdom to just lay down some poetry.
All
I
right.
would strangle him.
You would
Yeah,
strangle
that's
him.
the thing. I think everyone has different
What's the
coping
logic behind that?
mechanisms. Everyone has
And then you
different
think my
coping
perspective about
mechanisms.
killing is bad. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've been 20 years in law enforcement. I don't have use for someone who can't live in the real world and help me in an emergency situation. That's how I look at the poet. If
That's a
he's
good
going
line.
to be out here in the ether looking at things as fuzzy and warm, but we're all starving or dying, he's not going to be helpful to me.
Maybe he'd help group morale though.
But he could also be a very kind of depressed, deep, dark poet.
Right,
You
which
know?
would be worse.
That would be fun to have around.
That would bring us down.
Would that change your opinion?
No.
No.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right. Fine. I'll stop fighting for the poet. Let's just kill him. All right.
Okay.
and then I would say football player.
I would say that too.
I don't say football players because if we're paddling, I expect him to be paddling.
Oh, that's good.
That's how I'm looking at him too. It's just
Yeah. I
But-
think we should kick out the college student.
I'm
I'd
good
do
with
The
it.
that.
college student is tough though.
I'm sorry?
So what if the college student is like really ripped out though?
Not all of them can be like
He is
this.
a college student.
But if it's from Green River, then probably not because.
Yeah, just eating a lot of
Oh
top
my
ramen
gosh.
with trying to make it to classes on time.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
He's-
And he's exercising his mind. He doesn't have time
Yeah.
to work out his body all the time.
the
Yeah.
body comes.
That's
After the line.
my excuse. That's my excuse.
I think that's everyone's excuse at this point.
Okay, so we get rid of the college student.
Yep.
The college
Okay.
student.
Yep.
So
So
we
that's
agree?
7.
All
So we got
right.
7 of them.
That's 7. We've got the college students going. The
But the
Nobel
thing-
Prize in Literature.
The thing about having
What?
the group that we have left is that that's a lot of alpha males. So that's gonna be a lot of clashing.
There's only 2 women in there. One of them's old
They-
and one's a wife.
Should we keep?
Alpha
keep
males are
Bramley?
like ship's officer and stuff.
Nothing says
I
the
feel
ship's
like-
officer or
I
the
feel like-
Air sailor or the army captain are male.
That's a good point, but they have the alpha complex, so everyone's gonna want to be in charge. That's
But-
what I'm trying to get at.
But I feel like the ship's officer will be the natural leader because he was the first, he was the first leader, and now it's just taken to a smaller ship, and he knows the seas better. So I feel like everyone will naturally look up to him.
Okay.
Well,
can see
I
that.
think either the quartermaster or the
Yeah.
ship's officer would take precedent, and the army captain's going to know, yes, they know how to lead, but they also know how to take orders, as does the able-bodied sailor.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a point I was trying to
Naturally
get at.
defer to...
Oh, it was a good point.
Yes, they naturally defer to someone of higher rank or someone with more experience. So I would think that the ship's officer or the quartermaster, because I'm not sure where they are in rank in the ocean.
The quartermaster is lower. The ship's officer is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he would naturally take over, and the other ones would take orders well.
Okay.
Mhm. I feel like the only clash we might have is the ship's officer and the army captain.
Or the self-made
'cause they're-
millionaire.
I was just say the army captain because I feel like under high times of stress, he's gonna want to, or he or she, I guess, would want to take control of the situation.
Mhm.
But they have commanding officers.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that everyone always.
Well, they
Conforms.
should,
That's true though. They do have
because the
people like-
captain's not very high up in the military.
But he has knowledge. So I
But
guess
if-
it goes on a basis of you have
But
to.
if it was
It's a
a-
democracy.
But if he was on a boat, then the captain should realize that the
Ship's
the
officer.
army captain should realize the
Okay.
ship guy was like more fit to lead because it was on the ocean, which is his home thing.
Mhm.
I agree.
Okay.
Defer.
Okay.
Okay,
So are we good with our list?
Yep.
we're good with our list.
Liz.
All right. Woo. Good job,
All right.
guys.
Which one are we doing next?
We are doing the interview plans and timing meeting next. Who's
All right.
in charge?
That one. is
that
Joseph
ethics?
and Mackenzie.
I'm secretary.
Oh, and Joseph leads.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, well,
Right.
I will send the request for you guys to join the other one.
All right. Sounds
All
great.
right.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.